Hey folks, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'll kind of go over my vehicle emergency kit. I got a new truck that some of you may know I purchased last year, so let's talk about it and let's go over some emergency things that I have in it, you know, for everyday emergencies or, you know, a bug out type situation. So stay with me. My name's Chris. You're watching Skills to Survive. We'll be right back. Hi folks, welcome back. Like I said, I thought I'd kind of go over some vehicle emergency supplies and vehicle emergency kit and kind of go over my truck. You know, I know last year before last, I did a video on my bug out vehicle, and that was my Dodge Ram, four-wheel drive, extended cab, had the big winch and stuff on the front of it. I really liked that truck, but I didn't use it that much. I mean, I really only used it to go hunting and to come out to the farm, you know, do Georgia bushcraft stuff. And so it was just kind of sitting in the driveway. So I wanted another vehicle, I wanted another truck, and the vehicle that I was driving, I had a Jeep Liberty, and it was just time for my daughter to start driving, so she turned 16, so I ended up giving her my Jeep Liberty, and so I needed something to drive back and forth to work every day. But I wanted another truck, and I wanted a four-wheel drive as well. So this is what I came up with, this is what I ended up buying. This is a 2016 Nissan Frontier crew cab. Four-wheel drive, and kind of go over it kind of quick, and then we'll go over some contents. But I didn't really necessarily need four-wheel drive, but I wanted four-wheel drive. In my experience, every time that I have not had a four-wheel drive vehicle, I've needed it. So I figured I'd spend the extra money because I got rid of my big truck, and so I wanted four-wheel drive, so I got four-wheel drive. So anyway, 2016 Nissan Frontier crew cab. Kind of do I mean, you've probably seen these vehicles before, but I have a tonneau cover on it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Like I said, four-wheel drive. I got a lot of plans for this truck in the future. I'd like to raise it up about 2 or 3 inches, put some better tires on it, some more all-terrain or off-road type tires on there. I do eventually want to get a winch and put on here as well, get a new bumper with a winch and all that, some lights, some LED light bar and then whatnot, but that's going to be down the road. You know, bills and stuff get in the way, so that's going to be later on down the road. But hopefully soon I am going to get one of the bull bars that kind of come up and go like this and kind of protect the bumper right there. I'm going to get one of those and put a LED light bar in there, so that'll be one thing. But anyway, let's kind of go in and check it out and see what I got in my vehicle. Like I said before, I work almost 60 miles away from home. So I live in a semi-rural area and I have to drive to the big city every day to go to work. So the one downfall with this vehicle, and I knew it when I bought it, was the gas mileage. The Nissan Frontiers are not really known for their gas mileage. I get about 20 miles to the gallon, so which is, you know, not great, but it's all right. But it is a sacrifice I made for a truck and a four-wheel drive. So anyway, that being said, let's kind of take a look. In the door over here, I just have a collapsible asp baton, because you never know, you know, it's not all deadly force all the time. You may need to use not deadly force. And then I have this little LED light here that somebody got me for Christmas last year. It's got a row of LED lights there, and it's got a flashlight on it, and it's got both of them, and it's magnetized, so you can like stick it on to your vehicle or something. Has a little pocket clip on there. It's USB rechargeable, which is kind of cool. Let's see, inside, typical interior of a vehicle. Not a whole lot fancy in here. Little console or dash or visor organizer. What I do have right here, this is a made by Stat Gear, and I got this off of their Kickstarter. And what this is it is a seatbelt cutter and a window punch. And I got one of these for all of my vehicles. So my daughter has one in her car, my wife has one in her car, and I've showed them how to use this. So in the event of emergency and they had to cut their way out or cut their seatbelt off, they could do that. And if they had to punch their window out or punch a window out of somebody else, they could do that as well. But you know, that's from a company called Stat Gear. And like I said, I bought several of those. They were running a Kickstarter, and I got several of those. Anyway, typical, you know, inside, this is a four-wheel drive. You know, you turn the knob there for four-wheel drive. I don't know, it's got all kind of crap in here, heated seats, all that stuff. But console, inside the console, I just keep, you know, business cards, some gum, extra, keys, magazine for my Glock, some more gum, my government ID, some granola bars and stuff like that. So that's really all in there. Underneath this seat here, I do have my jumper cables that quick attach to the battery. So I do have those, so I don't have to be fooling around with jumper cables. If somebody needed to jump or I needed to jump, I could just quick connect that. Let's take a look at the back seats. Keep a lot of stuff in here. We'll kind of go through it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try not to make it long, but I know it's going to go long. In the door over here, just got a water bottle. Right here you see one of my EDC bags. This is my EDC/survival bag. I have it in here all the time. Maybe we'll do a review of that eventually. Got the Golu portable battery bank. Did a review on that. Check that video out. That's just an extra change of clothes and my camera gear for today. Back here, just have some visors, window visors for the window. A little puke container if you get nauseated and have to throw up, you can throw up in there. I have a VanQuest 5x10, I mean the largest one, 7x10 fat pack. It's a large fat pack, first aid kit, trauma kit. Over there, as you can see over there, that's my EDC bag for work. That has my laptop in it for work and just work papers and stuff like that. I just have a couple of towels just kind of thrown across the back seat because I don't want my back seat to get dirty. Really nobody rides back here much. My kids occasionally ride back here, but still I don't want my back seat to get dirty. Eventually I'm going to get a cover for the back seat anyway. So these seats come up, so let me raise them up and I'll be right back. Actually, before I raise the seat up, let me show you behind the seat. I always carry a little fleece pullover in here year-round. I just always do. Here's a rain jacket. One of my rain jackets I used to wear on the ambulance. Always got a rain jacket in there. Toilet paper. I don't even have to talk about that. And then there's a trauma dressing back there. So let's raise this seat up here. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Okay, on this side, raise the seat up. Not a whole lot under here. These Frontiers are kind of cool. They have these little organizer things, one on each side. I just have a little packet of these little blue towels. My wife got them from the hospital. She worked at the hospital. They just throw those away, but they come in handy for all sorts of stuff. Got an extra hat. Got a safety vest, traffic vest, if I have to get out, work on my vehicle, or if I have to get out on a wreck or whatever. Have a traffic vest. I have a bunch of gloves down there for first aid, trauma, stuff like that. Right here I have my, let me just open this up so you can see a little better. I have my wiring pin for my trailer hitch. I have a couple of light sticks in there. And then right here is just a SOL escape bivvy. These things are awesome. So we'll go around to the other side. I'll be right back. Alright, on this side under the seat, obviously the seat lifts up larger. It's like a 60-40, I guess, split. So you have a larger organizer down here, but really the only thing I have in here is some leather gloves and then a recovery strap or toe strap and a extra D-ring, and then I had a spare towel under there as well. So that's really all that's in there, at least for right now. Let's go check out the back and the rest of the stuff. Alright, like you've seen before, I have a tonneau cover on the back of my truck here. It's the one that tri-folds. So I've got it folded back. As you can see in here, I have the bed extender, and I got the track system and the bed extender. The bed extender actually works out pretty cool. Didn't think I'd like it at first, but I do like it. And what I keep in here is a spare set of shoes. I didn't used to keep a spare set of shoes in my vehicle, but now I do for emergencies. You never know when you might need those. A couple pieces of cardboard, because they come in handy for all sorts of things. If you have to get out and change a tire or something, at least you can put it down and kind of sit down on it or put your knees on it, and you don't get too dirty that way. But it comes in handy for other things too. Just have my trailer hitch here, and then I have another receiver hitch with a big D-ring attached to it. So if I need it for towing or pulling or whatever, we can do that. And as you see up here I have a shovel, a bunch of different tie downs and whatnot. And then in the bucket here, the bucket is very multi-purpose. Let me pull it out, and I'll pull this this box out too, and we'll go over the contents of that. All right, let's go over the bucket first. First of all, buckets are extremely versatile. You can use buckets for all sorts of things, so that's why I chose to put a bucket in here. I mean, for carrying water, to carrying gear, to anything. So what I have made it into currently is a toilet. So in this bag here is a bunch of bags, garbage bags, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and all kind of stuff in there. And then this noodle, when you undo the noodle, it goes around the top here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, sorry. But the noodle goes around the top, and that forms a cushion for your butt. And you sit on it and do your business. Obviously, you take all the water out first. So I got a bunch of water in there. It's coming up on summertime, so I'm going to probably be putting a couple more gallons of water in here as well, because I always like to have water in here, because A, I drink a lot of water, and B, if you're stranded somewhere or in an emergency situation, you're going to need water. So that's basically the bucket. It's a toilet and water container, storage container, and other things. So let's go over some other stuff. Alright, let's go over the little truck box thing here. Got some stuff out already. Right here, you see that's a mattress bag. It's for a king size mattress. It's real thick. So there's two of those there, so I could use those for all sorts of things. Shelters, I mean, you name it, you could use it for all sorts of stuff. Got a 1.5 liter bottle of water there, just a lighted lug wrench. In that bag there is a change of clothes, another pair of leather gloves. This is just a little lightweight rain jacket. And going in to the contents of the box here, lots of stuff in here. Another roll of toilet paper, like I said, if you've seen previous videos. Some fire starters, some rope, different types of nylon cordage, some more grocery bags. Those grocery bags come in handy for all sorts of stuff as well. 8x10 tarp, wool blanket, a sheet, little fire starting stuff. My gear pods, if you've watched any of my older videos, you'll see the gear pods. I love the gear pods. I use them for all sorts of things. This is kind of like my survival gear pod, so if I had to kind of like grab and go, I mean, I may grab those and go, because I could survive with the stuff that's in there for at least a day or so. So anyway, some paracord, some bank line, and here's another trailer hitch connector for your power, which I was actually looking for that. Over here you'll see stainless steel water bottle. There's nothing in it right now. Some MREs. I change these MREs out every year. So I got several MREs in here. In this container here I got several tie downs, bungees, whatnot, some matches, some more of those blue towels, another change of clothes. And then down there you can see right here some heavy-duty garbage bags. Got a small hatchet, some hand tools and whatnot down there, and my other hitch, hook hitch for towing and whatnot. So that's all that's in the box. What do you think I'm missing? What am I missing? Tell me what I'm missing, folks. If you think I'm missing anything, please let me know. It's still a work in progress. I know you'll probably say that there's no, long gun or anything in the vehicle. Well, I work on a government installation, so therefore, unfortunately, I cannot have firearms in my vehicle. So, but, when I'm out in the woods or whatnot, there's always a gun or two, and then, of course, I'm out here in the woods today, so I always have my gun on me, I always carry. Anyway, so I always have a gun. So anything else you can think of, I don't really have any oil, antifreeze, stuff like that. I probably should put some of that in here as well, but real world scenarios, non-disaster, non-SHTF type things, I have roadside assistance. The truck's under warranty, so I can just call and have any problems. But if I'm out in the woods, out off-roading or whatnot, that's probably something I need to put in there. So anyway, if you can think of have any suggestions or comments, please let me know down below. And until I see you on another video, always remember your PPE, plan, prepare, and exercise, and always make sure you have the necessary skills to survive. Thanks, folks, and have a great day.